Oh, New York Knicks beat the Celtics. Clinch game 1 at the Garden. And I was so mad after this game ended. We could not execute for shit. Like, honestly, and it's not just this game. We could not execute. Like, how are you running a dribble handoff at like towards the end of the game? And it's like no one knows where they're going. We made the Knicks defense look so like, first of all, we did so well to go 20 points up despite shooting so badly from 3. And us guys, what we know is that we're going to live and die by the 3. That's just how we do it, right? But it got to a point, bro, nothing is going in. Tatum is forcing 3s, and I'm like, guys, Kat is literally on 4 fouls, or was it 5? Whatever it was, but he's in foul trouble. Just drive to the basket. The guy is scared to foul. And I'm just like, dude, why are we not doing the simple things right? I get it. Where we shoot in bulk, we shoot 3s in bulk, and we actually make a lot of them. But when it's not working, playoffs, obviously you've rested for like a week. So they were off rhythm a bit, but that's not an excuse. There's some things that you can't do. It was an excuse when you went 20 points up. When we went 20 points up, I'm not going to whatever my team. We went 20 points up. So, man, it was just execution towards the end. It was so bad. That third quarter, when the Knicks were 20 points down and then they just called a timeout, all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game. OG and Unobi was mad on both sides of the floor. And then Deuce McBride coming off the bench, making 3s out of nothing. I'm like, dude, that thing is not even going in. Then he just goes and rattles the rim. And then his trajectory is a bit like flat. But it goes in. The guy is an accurate shooter. Then, of course, now to finish the game, Jalen Brunson just decided, you know what? In fact, the only reason why this thing even went to OT is because he decided to joke around at the end of the fourth quarter. But fairness to Joe Mazzulla, we stepped up our defense and we were sort of playing a half-breed zone. So like Drew Holiday would pick him up. First of all, how nice was it to have Drew back? Like, I was like, we can't play this series without Drew Holiday. Drew picks him up from halfway when Horford's man comes to screen so that they switch to Horford. Drew's like, no, I'm fighting over this screen. And then once he fights over the screen, an adjustment Joe Mazzulla made is that he put Derek White in the center. He was sort of playing like a free safety, where he's like half sending a double team and half in the lane, right? So he's not really going there. So Brunson can't really force that pass because he's going to block it, he's going to whatever it, and he can't drive left because Derek White is there. And then they switched it, and then it was Drew who was there, it was Horford. And that sort of, one led to a turnover, and then another one just was, led to us getting the ball. But the execution towards the end, guys, how are we, like, the execution was so bad. You know, I don't mind us missing 3s at times, right? But let it not be you missing 3s, like you dribble 17 seconds of the shot clock, and then you just take a step to the, like those side foot steps, and then you jack up a 3, right? And then Luke Cornett was just getting rebounds, and fouls at the same rate. At some point, he had 3 fouls in the first quarter. And I know his fouls are disposable. He can get as many fouls as he wants because Mitch Robinson is not the greatest shooter. And Cornett can easily be, you get your fouls and you're out. But then the fact that Porzingis didn't come back in the second half, we needed him. Like, we really needed him. It wasn't an issue. It wasn't that much of an issue. But this series shows you that Horford can't do this alone, especially if Cornett gets into foul trouble. Then we have to play one big, right? And then it also means that we can't play a double big lineup, because if KP is out and Cornett is in foul trouble, there has to be one big. So Sam Hauser as well hurt his ankle. I don't know what's happening to him in this series. He's been having issues the whole season. He's been missing games through back injuries. Ever since he became a dad, I'm not saying that's the reason, but around that time, he's been having back spasms. He's just missed the odd game here and there. So I don't know. We need him to start shooting from 3. We need him to start firing. Pritchard was alright, like nothing much. Like okay defense. Like, he wasn't a liability. He was actually really good defensively. Offensively, he made his 3s when he needed to make them. Jalen, as the Reggie Miller kept on saying in the broadcast, he just looks like he doesn't have lift. But also he's had those moments where he doesn't have lift, and then he plays 2-3 games and it comes back. So maybe he needs to get into a bit of a rhythm. He also is running a bit weirdly, he's running a bit awkwardly with his back, but yeah, everyone is dealing with something at this point of the season. So it's just up to you to see. We actually have squad depth. It's just that our depth is being tested with injuries, but we have to. Even if it's being tested, we have to execute, because that's not an excuse. You can't say you're not executing because people are injured. Just run basic pick and roll, open someone to the corner, flare screens, things that Drew Holiday was good at. That pick and roll of Drew Holiday rolling to the basket is deceptively quite good, because New York has to look at like who's at the three. We have 4 guys at the perimeter who can all shoot threes. So Drew was getting to the basket a lot, but because he's small, if it's not a clear lane to the basket, if he tries to go up, he's gonna get blocked. And that's when he kicked out to Derek White to make 1-3 out after missing quite a few. Derek White he lets it rip. The thing with Derek White's threes are he tends to shoot them when there's a certain amount of distance between him and the defender, which is good. He's not jacking up threes. They look jacked up at times, but those are the ones he makes. There's like a distance that he knows, but also he doesn't force it, and we just bring it back to Tatum or Brown. So I would like to see us be a bit more patient on offense. I would like to see us just run something a bit more like just open up for Tatum. And obviously he's not going to shoot as badly as that, but even if he's going to shoot as badly, let it be because we just missed the shot and played good offense, So there's quite a bit that just annoyed me about this game. But I believe in the boys. I think this is just they needed one of these games, right? We definitely need to win the next one. We looked good for at least first quarter, to finish the first quarter, to finish the first half, and to start the third. We looked quite good. Then something just happened, and I don't know what happened. Jalen Brunson is an OG. Josh Hart, I have not even mentioned Josh Hart. Josh Hart was getting offensive rebounds left, right, and center. That guy is one of the smallest. Like, he was doing what Pritchard normally does for us, where Pritchard is the smallest person on the field, but he still gets offensive rebounds. But he was doing it at a much higher rate, because Josh Hart knows he's not a threat from three the way Pritchard is. So he has to find other ways, right? Be aggressive, just be in people's faces. I feel like he was one of the reasons they actually came back in this game, to be honest. I mean, obviously, OG Anunoby is another reason, but yeah, those two, really good. I would like to see how we play against them when Kat is not in foul trouble, because even Kat was causing trouble. There's a time where I think he went 8-0, just scored 8-0 like by himself, and he can go to the basket. He's big. The thing is, Al Horford finds a way to deal with these bigger people, but the person he really, really knew how to deal with was Embiid, and to an extent Giannis, in the sense that he knew he was the best player we had in slowing Giannis down, not stopping him, slowing him down. Because once he forms that wall, everyone just comes next to him and it becomes like a 1-3-1 defense. So against Kat, it's different, because Kat comes with some energy. A big body Cut, and then he's not scared to shoot from three. The only thing is this guy needs to stop fouling people. He had, I think, 279 fouls in the regular season or something like that. That most in the NBA. That cannot be it, bro. You're the second scorer for this team, right? They need you on the court. Big body Brunson is a beast. Like, the thing about this series is, in as much as I want us to win every single game, right? Watching someone like Brunson play, if that doesn't excite you as a basketball fan, I don't know what does. Like, this guy is just so insane. In fact, I don't even know how he missed that the floater to end the regular time, right? It was in. That guy never misses such things. Like, that's automatic for him. Like, I don't know how he missed that. He even just smiled. But this guy is an absolute. And then he's like another version of Hakeem Olajuwon, in the sense that he has counters for every move. The way he caught Jaylen Brown and Jaylen Brown just jumped into him. And I'm dude, like, no one does that to Jaylen Brown. Yeah? Jaylen is a solid defender, and he normally doesn't jump like a fool when it comes to what's this thing called? When after a pump fake, he doesn't jump like a fool. The person who used to do that a lot was the first season of Robert Williams when he was a rookie, or even the second season. Or is it? Yeah, second season and the season under Ime Udoka. That guy would jump for everything. That guy, you could pump fake him from the locker room. We just do this, he'll jump because he knew he could jump out of the gym. But there's some patient defenders. And I believe Jalen is one of those patient defenders. So for you to get a patient defender jumping like that, even Drew is a patient defender, really good defender. For Brunson to be doing that to people like Drew, I think Brunson is a beast, bro. Brunson is a beast. JB, big body Brunson. But yeah, solid game from the Knicks. Solid coaching as well from Tom Thibodeau. We need to give him a big shout out as well. But yeah, big performance from the Knicks. They steal game 1 against the Celtics.